Not we ourselves. Don't let me have to go down that road.
Why not?
Stop trying to be what he didn't make you to be.
Stop trying to take credit.
Watch out.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute now.
I ain't no tall, skinny white woman.
Don't try to be one, huh?
I can't be it.
The new word for the females is.
Oh yeah.
What's it?
Let me look it up. I want you to think I'm lying.
What's
Go
it?
on, keep talking. I'll show it to you.
I can't be.
A tall, skinny white woman.
I can't be.
No, it ain't.
I can't. I don't have no money. I don't smell like the white people smell. They got, they got a certain. We ain't on camera. They got a certain light skin smell. I don't have that. I don't have that hair that they I'm a black woman. I'm a black woman. You think God, because we believe, we know, his scripture said he know the very
hairs.
Hair on my head. And God never knows my hair is horrible today. He know the very hair on your head. You think he don't know that you, Renetta, are a black woman? He made you. How you gonna tell the potter
what you are?
What you are? You don't get to call that shot.
Why you think you're not beautiful? Because you are.
Yeah, you can put $1,000 worth of weave in your hair. He know about that weave, but he know beneath that weave.
Yeah.
And you all right like you are, because he said you're wonderfully made.
Fearfully
and wonderfully made. Stop thinking somehow or another we haven't left a message to our young girls. It's okay to be a woman. It don't make no difference if it's okay. You are a woman.
That's what
you can put on. You can put a car. You can put a tricycle in a garage. Don't make it a car. You can put a woman in men clothes. Don't make her a man. And you can put men in women clothes. And And society has duped us. Y'all realize we duped.
Oh, they duped.
We are duped because we haven't somehow or another displayed that whoever you are is okay. Whoever you are is okay. God made you. First of all, you got to trust that God. First of all, He know who you are.
The plans.
He had a plan for you. You don't come along try to tell God that you made a mistake. He didn't make no mistake. That's not in His character. That's not in His nature. He didn't make a mistake. He knew exactly who you are. He knew you were going to be here right now, Tony, at 12:25. He knew where you were going to be. You may not have known, but He knew. Shut up, phone. He knew that some clown was going to call me right about now.
Sister Teacher, while you on that, it's interesting, and Donna and Renetta can really follow. And y'all, Michael Jackson, what he looked like, they had a on Instagram, 1970, and then went to 73, then Off the Wall record, and it was showing his facial features. Got Thriller, and then I said, man, he really did change.
Yes, he did.
A whole lot.
A whole lot. Yeah.
And then somebody had a song, the light skinned Michael Jackson and the dark skinned Michael Jackson. But like you said, that was a ploy. Somebody put that in that man's head.
Yeah, they did.
Somebody really did that.
They want to say it was his problem.
I don't know, but for him to look the way he didn't die the way he looked when he was born.
No, not the way he was born.
But
Yeah,
all
he
them.
her.
See, when you get caught up in that world, though, when you get caught up in that world, think about it, Tammy. What did Michael Jackson look like when you was in high school? Then what did he look like when he died? You couldn't even recognize him.
He would have been a nice looking black.
Yeah, he sure would have. No, and a lot of self-image, a lot of that bulimia and stuff. That's because people usually don't see in the mirror what people see.
Right.
They see something else, and so it brings on bulimia and a sense of depression. And all of those are ploys of Satan. To think that I'm not what I should be. And even when we compare ourselves to each other, you're still saying that God don't. How you gonna compare yourself to me? No.
But some of y'all, some of that we did to our own self.
Yeah, we did.
Because I even remember in my family, y'all know my sister that was older than I was, she was brown skinned by the pastor's complexion. And I know we used to go down the country, Dad used to take us, we go down to Alabama where we was from about once or twice a year. And here his cousin would say, here come Leroy and little black man. so they made me. If I could have grew up. If I didn't grow up with some self-esteem, I could have grew up thinking that something was wrong with me.
Right.
And like I said, that came strictly from my family.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of things we learn out of ignorance.
Right.
Out of ignorance.
Because everybody that was black one.
It's up to us to make our little girls tell them, that they beautiful and they smart. And my dad I always aspired to be smart because my family made me feel like I wasn't beautiful. So I said, well, one thing about it, I can be smart.
Mm-hmm.
I may not be beautiful, but I can be smart. Mm-hmm. So a lot of this stuff we do to each other. Mm-hmm. And that's why, the little kids grow up with no self-esteem and thinking they are not worthy or they don't fit in.
Right.
Hey, y'all remember when babies were born, first thing would come out of the mouth of some of the grandparents and what color is it?
Right, that's what they were
They were
saying.
black.
Yeah.
And they black. What could,
People call other people say chocolate. I hate it when they do that.
yeah. But it's something how we as a people, like Raymond said, we still, and a lot of times it is out of ignorance. It's out of stupidity.
colorism.
Yeah, it is. And if you grew up, I didn't even realize I was dark skinned. I didn't until I went out for majorette at Washington. I went out for majorette. And Don Q Pudd said, "You don't see no other women, girls of your color up there." And I said, "Yeah, they all black." No, they all niggas. I didn't say black. They all Negroes. And he said, "You know what I'm talking about?" No, I didn't know.
Right.
He was talking about because it was all light skinned. And I thought, well, I can twirl the baton, and I can twirl the baton and I can step high. So I can understand it. And I said, Daddy said, well, I don't tell you what Dad said. He said, go ahead and be whatever else you want to be. I ended up being a halftime, and I couldn't be Dad.
But one time, Ryan was a little boy. I know then we get back. He wanted some rice. And Terrence said, well, I want grandma to fix me some rice. And Terrence said, which grandma? He said, not the black one.
So
He bought it to me.
what color was his other grandmama?
Was out there.
Yeah. I mean, they just, isn't that something how they just, because even as Sean is not even as old as Ryan, and Sean used to think that if you was bright skinned, you must have been white, and if you was as dark as I was, you must have been black. So he used to say he used to call his teacher, because Connie would always ask him, what color is your teacher? That's what she would ask him the first day of school. They come home, what color is your teacher? So Sean thought his teacher was an Indian. It was what's her name that just died out of South Nashville, Miami? Pruitt.
Mary Pruitt.
She by pastor color. So he thought this is what he did.
On my color.
Well, so Sean thought she was an
Second
Indian.
time, man.
Sean said she must be Indian. She ain't black like Mama. She ain't. But so she must have been Indian. So he called her Indian food. He said,
Something is us is in my
she
blood.
wasn't, but it's just how children they pick up on things that we see.
Well, that's why the Bible said train them up.
That's right. That's where it come from.
Well,
You have to train them.
training is what's missing.
Train them a certain way. Just
That's-
like you.
I had to tell Chicola. Chicola thought she was white. She played on the dog. I said, baby, look, you're not white. Well, she looked at her. She looked at, baby, you're not white.
Like
You come
a
in
little
all
girl.
colors. I said, the world, they thought, the children used to sing the song, world is a rainbow with many kind of people.
Right.
You be you, I be me.
That's
the
right.
way God
They need
intended
to keep
be.
singing that.
Yeah, they
The world
do.
is a mixing cup when you mix it all, it's something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just telling them we all come in different colors. And I said, and black people, we're different colors.
Yeah,
But
we're
we're
in
still
different
black,
shades.
and we're beautiful. You may be light, that don't mean you better than anybody
That
else.
don't mean you're more beautiful.
Yeah. But,
We had to
but
tell
she
that to
found-
her.
she got
Yeah,
the
you had
message.
to-
To my
Yeah.
great niece, the one that the
But I
lowest
think I was
grandbaby.
talking about
Yeah.
some
Because she thought she was white too.
Yeah.
You go to school with them white children, you don't look like your color's different
Look,
than theirs.
it's
You're not
different.
white, baby.
And it's okay. And it's
They're
okay.
weird.
So we have to know that. Know that the Lord, He is God. It is He that has made us.
He made it.
He made it.
And that should
He's
be
the
enough.
potter.
Thank you.
He
He's the
made you,
potter.
That should be enough.
Yeah, that should be enough. But you, first of all, just like Mama said, you got to know Him. You got to trust Him. And if you haven't been taught
Right, you gotta
who
be,
He is,
You got to be exposed to
you,
the word.
the word. And then it's strange how we'll bring them to dance rehearsal, and they will rehearse for 4 hours. I'm a witness. I'm a witness.
Yeah, you are.
You'll bring them to choir rehearsal. They'll practice, and they won't be late.
No, they
Now
won't.
you might run late. They ain't gonna run late.
Nope.
And a lot of times they'll tell me, well, they don't drive themselves. Yeah, but they run in the house.
Yeah.
They run in
don't
the
drive,
house.
but they run the house.
Y'all, I stand around and see some things. They ain't late for choir rehearsal. If she tells them you got to be here on Sunday morning at 9, if she told them to be here at 7, they'd be here.
They be here.
They'd be here because they run in the house.
Yep.
They run, and hence is the problem. Because training is not happening. Training is not happening. And sometimes when we look back at us, our older people, me being one of, I have to wonder, where did I fall short in the training? Yeah. Where have I fallen short of the training? You know, and so we go back to that. And if they not trained, don't expect me to make a banana pudding from scratch. If you didn't train me how to do it. Sometimes we expect people to do things that we haven't trained them to do. They may not know. They may not know. They may not know that the best time, the art of worshiping is studying God's word. They may not know that.
Who told?
Be persistent and keep going.
Yes.
Like I said, since Nina was 10, I tried to teach her to make cornbread from scratch. And now she makes better cornbread than I do, but it took her 10 years to learn.
Okay, but
Because
persistent.
I kept telling her, I wrote it down, and I kept telling her, and like I said, practice.
Yeah.
Practice.
make
And
it.
now, I think she makes better cornbread than I do.
Right.
She kept
It may not ever get perfect,
So
but
sometimes I showed you wrong, but just keep showing.
Yeah. Keep saying it. Keep
And if
saying
you
it.
bring them today, if they
Yeah.
don't want to come, like last week when Malia came, she said she didn't know she was coming to Vacation Bible School for no class.
What did she
Your
think?
mom and granddad tell you coming for? Or did you ask? I said, yeah, Vacation Bible School, you come to learn.
Right.
So, you know,
She
just
come to
because
eat.
she didn't that day, you don't stop bringing them.
Right.
Keep bringing them.
Yeah. Just keep bringing them, and it's a task.
Just keep
It's
bringing
a task, and sometimes it's a task we don't want to be bothered with. You know, it's more than a notion. But it's what you have to ask yourself: is it worth it?
Yeah.
Is it worth it? And then you have to look at it. Okay.
Every day they'll be down here.
Yeah. Well, sometimes what Connie's man Farrakhan said, by any means necessary. We are His people.
mm-hmm.
Well, first of all, it is He who has made us, and not we ourselves. Come away from self. Even sometimes the way you think is not, If it don't line up with the word, just say, Not what I'm thinking at this time, because sometimes my thinking can get pretty messy. Just recognize. No, And sometimes I have to say, Satan, not today. Not today.
That's it.
We're not going to have that
That's
today.
right.
You can't come up in here, not today.
Not
Now,
today.
You might give it another try tomorrow, but not
Not
today.
today.
And you have to speak that.
You
Speak
do.
it.
Yeah.
Yes. You ain't finna come up in here today.
That's right.
And I'm going to tell y'all something. Tiffany Haddish was talking about a person that visits her at night.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
And I thought to myself, well, I think I told Pastor about one night I woke up and somebody was sitting in the chair with his leg crossed like this. And I woke up, I said, I don't know who you think you are, but you're going to get up out of here. And I don't need you to ever come back again. You have to recognize that in this natural realm, there's some things that happen.
That's right.
There's some things that happen in this natural
Manifestations.
realm. And don't think that Satan sends out his, don't forget he got plenty of helpers. He sends out, evildoers. People that want to disrupt the spiritual realm. See, that we have this physical realm, but we have a spiritual realm too. There's nothing that happens in the spiritual realm that we're not affected by. Y'all do know that, right?
That's right.
Y'all,
Smoke a lot of weed.
yeah, but I don't smoke weed. But what I'm saying is, I know she's talking about Tiffany, but I'm saying that she don't just smoke weed. She don't just smoke weed. She do, but what I'm saying is she had a visitor. But I'm saying I've had a visitor. When she was saying that, and then she talked about the time that she had it, which was between the times I usually wake up, and I had a visitor. But what I was able to do, and keep in mind, you can speak. You can speak because we have. Look.
Think it. As a man,
You might have a dog. I'm gonna tell you right now. Maybe your dog can say, you know, like sometimes you think they make you think they can talk. But God didn't put that in a dog. In human beings, y'all, He put a part of His nature in us. Y'all know what Genesis said? He breathed.
And we became.
Jesus told him when he get behind me,
Yeah, that's what I told him. You ain't finna come up in here, and had not I spoke to him, he probably would have come back 2 or 3 times. He ain't been back. He ain't been back.
Sitting in the chair.
Sitting in the chair with legs crossed. That sounds like somebody pretty comfortable, don't it? Huh? Because if he come while I'm busy, I'll be calling him out while you there. I don't care who's there. I'm not trying to put on no performance for nobody. I told him you're going to get up out of here.